Did I waste some money on some more tools from Japan, or are these worth their weight in gold as the price suggests? Let's take a closer look and find out. Hey, what's up YouTube? Dan the Fix-It Man. Got another quick video here for you. I just picked up 2 more of these specialty sockets from Tona. These are the RGD sockets. Part number is just that. It's RGD-19 and RGD-17, depending on which size I got. I got the 19 and the 17 millimeter. Now, I already did a video a while back on the 12 and the 10 millimeter. No, I couldn't find this as a complete set, and yes, these are extremely expensive for what they are. Now, occasionally these will dip down a little bit in price, and that's when I snatched these up. I think I only paid about 10 or 12 bucks each. I've seen them as high as $30 or $40 each, and there's no way I'm going to pay that. But for 10 bucks, I thought it was worth a shot. These two right here, the 10 and the 12, I've had these for several months, and I've already had to use them, and they did come in very handy. I was kind of initially thinking that it was kind of a novelty or a gimmick, and I didn't know really if I'd be using them, but I already have, and they did save the day. You might be wondering, what the heck is this and what's so special about it? Well, for one, it's really just about the access. Now, a lot of mechanics were just looking for the tightest possible access to still be able to get the job done. Saves a little bit of time. You don't want to pull an engine just to do a timing belt or anything like that. So that's what this is it's a really tight access socket. Now, all of the RGD sockets are designed to work with the same size ratcheting wrench. So this right here is a 10 millimeter, happens to be also a Tona, and they snap right in like that. And that's it. That's the depth of your socket and essentially ratchet or ratcheting wrench. Now, because of the thickness of this ratcheting wrench is actually thinner than the little offset here, this is only going to be as thick as that tool. Measures out to 17.1. And the 10 on the Astro sockets, because a lot of you are probably saying, well, I've got the Astro sockets and they work great, and you can use a ratcheting wrench, but these are all going to be a 17. By the way, this is the 3/8 drive. Now, I know they make a 1/4 inch drive set too, and those are probably going to be shallower than this. So I don't know what their measurement is just yet, and I probably do need to pick that set up. But just a quick comparison here, 22.6 on the Astro Nano sockets. So this is going to be a smaller, tighter access than that. But I also did show these RMAL wrenches from Tona. Now, these ones also have the extended offset. So this is going to be even tighter. Look at that, down to 12.6. That might not be enough offset to reach onto a nut that's on a bolt or something like that. So that's where this can come in handy. Now, because this does have the hole on it, it's similar to like the gear wrench pass-through and some of the other pass-through style of wrenches where you can put this on a threaded rod or bolt all the way down onto a nut and ratchet that off. So that part about it is cool as well. Essentially, with any ratcheting wrench, you can do that. But this one, being a specialty socket and wrench, it really just takes your ratcheting wrench to the next level and gives you a little bit more extension, but it's so much smaller than a regular socket with a ratchet. This is going to get you out of a bind. And as I mentioned, this one has already come in handy for me. I was doing wheel cylinders on a Honda, and they were held in place by 10 millimeter bolts, and I had a hard time getting on that with a regular ratcheting wrench, and a regular socket and ratchet wouldn't fit in there. So this did come in handy. It did save the day, and it made that job go a lot quicker. Now, the size of the socket isn't the only thing that goes up, but also the depth or the overall length does. So here the 12 is 18.4. Back to our Astro sockets, we already know what that is. That's 22.6. Now on the Tona RMAL, we have 14.5, 14.4. This is also going to be smaller, and that's something that I did demonstrate when I talked about those two. So again, depending on whatever you're working on, it's not just the tightest possible access, but that does give you an alternative between this and the nano socket, even on a ratcheting wrench, and of course, versus a ratchet and a regular socket. Now, stepping up in size, here's what happens. They graduate in not only size of the fastener, but also the length here. So the 17 millimeter on the RGD Tona is 22.1. Well, that sounds familiar, 22.1. Again, here is our 17 on the Astro Nano, 22.3. You know, they're all about the same, 22.3, 22.4. So here we have really the same depth as this. And you're probably wondering, well, then why would you buy this one? Now, I didn't really realize that, or I didn't know what the depth would be when I bought it. I still just wanted to kind of pick off a few sizes that I thought I would use and would come in handy. But I did also want it for another reason. Take a look at the opening there. A bolt will pass through this much easier than it would this one. Now, I actually tried using this the other day. I was trying to use it in combination with a regular socket on top to try to get a bolt to go through there so that I would be able to torque that using my torque wrench. It was really limited access under a truck bed, replacing some shocks. These are not a pass-through socket technically, but you can On some, depending on the size, the bolt will fit through that drive and you could use that ratcheting wrench on there. So it's possible that the pass-through design will work on some of these Astro Nanos, but on this one it definitely will work. But I also like the fact that this is 12 point. Now, being from Japan, they probably do not make these in SAE, but I did think that was pretty cool that they do make the 12 point, because there are going to be some specialty fasteners that only the 12 point socket will work, and having the pass-through on the back is pretty neat. But because we're about the same depth as this, you're really not going to gain much, or not going to be much of a difference between this with a ratcheting wrench and this with a ratcheting wrench in most cases. Our 17mm Tona RMAL, here you go, it's 18.7, so this is thinner than this one combined with a ratcheting wrench. I didn't even pop it in there yet, but let's do that. The Tona has its own ring, so it will clip or hold itself into any ratcheting wrench. It'll even hold itself into a box end wrench. You get a nice additional alternative, because I can tell you that that's going to be still narrower than a ratchet with a socket, and it's probably going to be longer than the ratcheting wrench. See, it sticks out a little bit more. There you go, 25.1. So there you have another size or another length or depth of that socket that will potentially save you a lot of time. The last one here, 19 from Tona, is 25.9. Now here we jumped up past the length of the Astro Nano on their 19. They're at 22.4, I believe. And if we put that one on a ratcheting wrench, kind of stiff to pop that on initially, but there you go. What I'm trying to illustrate is, here you have all kinds of different depths and different options depending on what you're doing. You know how we've all kind of juggled with different sockets and different lengths. Oh, I need a stubby, a short, I need a semi-deep socket, a nano socket, whatever you need to make it work. But again, lots of options with these. The only other thing with these RGD sockets is they don't store very well, because you can't put them on a socket rail. They don't have the 3/8 drive or 1/4 inch drive or 1/2 inch drive cut out on the back. They're all just round. So what I've been doing is just keeping them on one of my flex head ratcheting wrenches, or one of the ratcheting wrenches, and that's probably what I'll do with these ones as well. Keep this in my drawer just like that. That way I'm not gonna lose those and they're not gonna disappear on me. And of course, if you need to reverse any of these, you just pop the socket out and flip it around just like that. It's super easy to do. They work great. I'm happy with these ones. I'm sure I'll be happy with these two as well. I think it was worth it for me, for the money. You know, it's not a sponsored video or anything like that. I bought each and every one of these. Pretty spendy. I saw, I believe, some of these as much as like 35 bucks for one. Don't do that. It's not worth it. Just watch Amazon or add these to your cart and see what happens. They might drop down in price, but it's definitely worth, you know, 10 or 12 or 15 bucks each. I just wouldn't pay a lot more than that. Now, I threw out a few of those measurements throughout this video, and if you know for sure that that's one of the lengths that you're going to need, you know, absolutely spend the money and buy it. But, you know, I didn't want to pay 30, 40 bucks a socket, but if they came out with a reasonably priced set, you know, no skips even, that would be awesome. I would absolutely pick it up. But there they are. I'm really happy with them, and I'm sure that I will be using them. Again, not a whole lot of offset there, but just enough to maybe get that particular job done that you're working on. Definitely has the tight access like we're looking for, and seems to be a very good quality. Again, being 12 point, it might be a solution for you depending on what particular engines or fasteners you work on. You know, if you use a lot of 12 point stuff like in aviation, these might be the key for you. But that's pretty much it. I hope you liked the video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't mind. That does help me out. And of course, I'll get a link in the description where you can pick up each one of these as well. Thanks so much for watching, and good luck.